Hey y'all, welcome to Craftable Things. I'm Patrice, and y'all know this smile must mean I have a new machine to open up. Alright y'all, so Tumbler sent me their latest mug slash tumbler press, and I'm really excited about using it. I have been researching it and looking it up, and this particular mug press comes with a heating element that can sub or press a tumbler that is 11 ounces all the way up until 30 ounces. So you don't need to keep switching out the heating elements when you have various size mugs. So I'm really excited about seeing how this works. They also say that you can press 2 ceramic mugs at a time. So y'all, that reduces a lot of the time. So we are going to open this up, test it out, see if it's worth it, see how easy it is for us to use, and if I would recommend this particular mug press. Included in this package are some heat gloves, and y'all, this color coordination is beautiful. I love the turquoise. Also, the heat tape is turquoise, and they include, of course, the manual and also 20 pieces of sublimation paper. So I do want to give this a try out and see how it works with this tumbler. And y'all, the tumbler is a beautiful turquoise color. So far, so good. Everything is packaged very nicely. And here we have the power cord as well as the manual. And so this is just a frontal view of this tumbler mug press, and the manual has visuals for you to be able to follow and get set up. Yo, I'm really thinking that this is just a simple plug and go type of machine, and so they also give recommended settings, so this should be very, very easy for you. Okay, and so 20 pieces of paper and also extra fuses for us to use. Okay y'all, so we are all ready to test out this tumbler, and you want to make sure that you have your heating element connected. And with most tumblers with this particular setup, these are usually removable and you can put in another heating element, but we are just going to use this one. And this heating element can sub an 11 ounce to 30 ounce tumbler or mug or porcelain mug. So this will cover many of your tumblers. Okay, so we're just going to plug this into the machine and the outlet. And while we're doing this, I am attending Heather Hunter Johnson's birthday celebration on live. She is a huge supporter of all of us crafters out here. So I'll have a link listed in the description to her channel. Check her out, y'all. So now we just need to plug this in, and to plug it in, you need to turn it to the side. It's on the left side of the machine, and we are going to plug it into our outlet. Okay, y'all, so a few major parts of this machine. These knobs help to increase or reduce pressure. Of course, this is the handle that you would use to open and close your machine for when you get ready to press. And we are going to get ready to set our time and temperature. All right, so to start, they recommend putting a blank into the tumbler of whatever it is they're going to be pressing, and then you will need to close it. You want to make sure that it fits snug, and so you're just going to adjust your pressure by turning these knobs in the back. So these are the knobs that you will turn to the left to tighten it, and if you think that you need to loosen it, then you will turn it to the right. But for now, this seems very, very snug, and we are getting ready to preheat this. So now we're going to turn it on, and then we are going to get ready to set our tumbler. And so we're just going to press set, and then you're going to use your up and down arrows to set your temperature, but we are going to keep this at 180, and so we're going to do a hard press, And then I'm going to go down to ST. Well, it's going to switch to ST, but this is for time, and this is the temperature that we want. And so after all the settings are complete, we are going to press the set button for a long press, and this will exit us out of the setting mode. So this is going to be a full wrap tumbler, and so what's recommended is that you press it for 90 seconds on one side, and once you're done pressing it for that 90 seconds, you want to rotate the tumbler 180 degrees and then press it for an additional 30 seconds. So right now we're just going to rotate it and press it for 30. You can set the time to 30 seconds if you choose. However, right now I am just counting down to 60. What I did notice is that I did not center my tumbler the way that I should have centered it. It's kind of to the left, and that could be the cause for some future ghosting that you will see when we get ready to reveal. Alright, so everything is all set, and now we are getting ready to show what we're working with, or at least what this Mokaru tumbler press is working with. And I think this heat tape so far, y'all, I haven't had any issues with this heat tape. It seems to work just fine, so I mean, it works. So now it's time to see what this tumbler press is really working with, and y'all, the colors look really good. I'm very impressed with how these colors transferred from that sublimation paper to the tumbler. The only issue that I have is that the top and the bottom, I could have taped that down a lot better to avoid that little bit of ghosting, not that much, just a little, and we would have had a perfect tumbler. But other than that, I'm very pleased, very happy with the outcome of our tumbler today. Alright, y'all, so we are all done with testing out this tumbler mug press, and I am impressed. And we had really good results with this particular mug press. I did have some ghosting, but that is really just an application process as far as me prepping this correctly. I was kind of in a rush to get this tested out, but as you all saw, we unboxed it, we plugged it in, and we were up and running in less than 10 minutes. So if you are in the market for a new tumbler press, I would totally recommend this. Right now, I think they do have a discount on Amazon, so check that link below and make sure that you select any coupons that's attached to it on Amazon. But I am impressed, and what I like about it is that you don't have to keep changing out the heating element all the time when you're switching up your tumbler sizes. So I really like that, because you can sub up to a 30-ounce tumbler, right? So this is going to be used because I am actually going to take this into one of my classes, and we are going to utilize this for some of our fundraising activities. I do like this color very much. It is very pretty. The only thing that I can say that kind of threw me off a bit is that just make sure that everything is plugged into the machine, because the timer was actually not plugged in when I first plugged it in, and I had to figure out why it was not counting down. And so it was because of the timer. They do send their manual for you to be able to troubleshoot, but my problem wasn't on here. So I kind of had to turn it over, and it's very simple. You just plug in the timer and it works just fine. Now the heat gloves, I use the heat gloves, and I really do like these heat gloves. I am very impressed with the quality of the heat gloves. They are lightweight, they're thin, so you don't really, you know, it's not too bulky, so you can handle things a little bit better. Some of the bulkier heat gloves, it's kind of hard to really hold on to the items, but these are perfect. They fit me just fine. Only thing is, if your hands are not small, you may have an issue with that, but these work great. The heat tape worked beautifully. I love this color also. I do want to test this heat tape out on other items. Because I did a full wrap, the heat tape really did not make contact with the actual mug. However, there wasn't any residue of anything left onto the bottom where it did make contact, or around the top. So I'm impressed with that as well. Oh, and I don't want to forget the sublimation paper that they sent. So I did use the sublimation paper that they sent with the items, and y'all, I had no issues with the sublimation paper. So this particular kit came with all that stuff, and I think that's how they sell it on Amazon. And so it came with 20 sheets of that sublimation paper. The only issue with the sublimation paper was that I could not really figure out what side was the front and what side was the back. There's no markings on either side, and I wanted to feel to see if one side may feel a little bit rougher than the other side, but for the most part it worked beautifully. And I was also impressed that none of this ink transferred. I did use a barrier sheet, but none of that ink transferred to the barrier sheet, so that's a plus. So if you're interested in getting one of these machines, it is pretty lightweight. That's why I feel very comfortable. It's not really bulky. It's a nice size. And so I'm excited about using this and taking this to my classroom and using it inside my classroom. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are not already a subscriber. In addition, head over to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and join Craftable Things there as well. But that's going to be it for today, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time.